Hey you guys, I am live working on my Liono art. I hope you guys are doing good. Unfortunately, I have to, before I go on, I'm going to show you guys a piece I just did that I am selling, but you guys may not, I'm not sure how that's going to work here on YouTube's. But anyway, I'm trying to access, I'll have to just look at the chat as I can from here. So I don't think my computer's charged. Let me see if I can do that real quick. If I can't get on to... I can't. All right. So bear with me. I'm not going to be able to read everything perfectly, but this is where I'm at. All right. So I'm going to continue on here with my Liono art and doing a very similar approach to what I'm doing. I did with that Frankenstein. I'm just adding right now I've already inked it over on Instagram. And I'm just kind of adding now new tones and values with a wash. I would say this is probably like maybe 40% wash. I'm not sure that it's necessarily light enough, but it's not bad at all. It's working for me right now. All right. Because at some point I need to do something a little bit. I'm going to go over some more because I want to create that tone that happens with Liono. He's got like a bit of a pattern to his skin, like the colors of an animal. He's got this, oops, a little bit too far there. That's okay. We can adjust with this. I think that's fine. And what you do is goes around his eyes. So I think I'm going to do that with a wash, a more subtle wash. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and create that wash in a bottle cap that I have right here. You can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm taking some of the black that I already have and mixing some of the clean water from here to give myself a more subtle wash. Okay, so with this looks a little heavy still. Oh, it's nice, but it still might be a little too heavy. Let me add some more water. I'm doing it small here because I don't really need a whole lot, just mainly for the skin tone. Veterano, how you doing? I missed the last comment. Sorry about that. I'll have to review that later. So remember, Liono has like a bit of a these shapes that come around here. So I keep wanting to reach for the darker one. The different shades of water, is that just trial and error mixing until you get it right? Pretty much. Good working. LOL. Nice. So you diluted the what now? I missed that. Sorry. Yeah, I'm laying down like a base. I should have done this first, but it's okay. It still works. Oops. Come in here. And I'm going to come in here. And actually, I don't have to come much further than that. I think I'm just going to just do something there. I'm going to use that same tone here on the lips. Give a little color. But not too much. It's looking like lipstick now. Just a little off-white. Something to just soaking it up right now with the brush. Don't need to add any more. Just take it off. So I'm just using the brush almost like a sponge there, right? And if I need to, I can come in here and just dab it out. That's even better. All right. So going back with my original mixture, I can go in now and start adding some shading. This will help lighten up that tone a bit. I'm out. Have a great day. I'll check this out later. Right on. Right on. Check it out. Check it out. Okay, so if I want to go a little darker, I'm just going to go over what I did. So this is a lot like watercolor. You know, I'm able to go through and kind of add some of these darker tones and such. I like it because it gives it a nice overall look. More natural look, I guess. Oops, sorry, I'm out of camera, I guess. At least a little bit. I went to the softer solution here to build on this a bit. I'm going to add some in here in this temple area. I'm going to build some up in here. Because he's got his angry eyes. Go ahead and darken up his upper lip a little bit more, just to represent shadow. All right, I think I need to add this tone throughout more of his skin, because now be careful I don't destroy this brush in the process, but okay, so I'm feeling good about that. I think I'm going to go ahead and use the solution straight in his hair. Wipe some stuff out of the way because it's getting in my way. As I get away from the bottom of these tufts of hair, I'm going to try to give some interesting. I'll probably come back in with darker tones. Not darker tones, just going to overlap some of those tones I just put down with more wash, so it increases the opacity. So at least it gives them a little bit of a base. Oops. Got that on my hand. No bueno. So you can see it's coming out pretty good. Now I'm kind of adding a little bit of water here so that the tint that I have going on here will actually travel across those wet areas and kind of balance it out. So now you see I'm coming back to this edge. Unfortunately, the ink, when it dries, it dries. It's not going to reactivate like watercolor, but it's all right. It's still going well. Okay. I missed this one on Instagram. Was down in the gym getting buff. Nice, birdie. Thanks, guys. That's awesome. Go get buff, my friend. Go get buff. HR buff and stuff. All right. While that's drying, it's very saturated now. I wish I hadn't gotten that heavy. I forgot that I was working on this Canson paper, not on watercolor paper, but it's all right. It's still gonna be fine. That's good. It must be hard for his to hear anything. Hey Lafayette, what's going on? Is this for sale? This is a commission. This is a commission. Let this dry a little bit. If it's too saturated, it's not a bad idea to come in and take a paper towel and just kind of sop it up a little bit. Sop it up like a biscuit. In fact, I'm also going to go ahead and take it off of this pad because, again, I was foolish. I didn't think to tape it down or anything like that, knowing that I was going to be doing this treatment to it. So at least now we've got, it won't affect the paper underneath because that can be bad too. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add some more heavier tones in here. I'm going to push it in here as well. Maybe even give him a little bit of the shiny eyelids. And maybe add some dark in here. That makes sense. It's his nostrils, for crying out loud. It shouldn't be lit. Right? And there we go. So, yeah. Just adding some tone now in his brow. Just to really accentuate these cracks and crevices in his skin, you know? or in his flesh. All right, so that helps a lot. And we can also add some along the edge of the nostril. And come here to this part of the cheek, right against his muzzle. All right, so I'm going to add some of that same care in this area to make sure that there's a little bit of a shadow underneath there. So it just makes it look a little more natural. That's all. I mean, it's not even a realistic thing. It's more as much as it is it gives a natural look to it. So it helps sell the dimensionality of the image. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I don't like leaving these sharp edges. So it's almost like you're inking all over again, but just selectively inking in spots that you really want to, like here, I want this to go a little darker. I want there to be more of a transition from dark to dark, darkest to middle dark to lighter dark, and then lightest type of thing, you know? All right, I can only look up right now. I don't have my other computer on, so I can't see the comments. So if you want to comment, let me know. What does he put in? Oh, Lafayette, you're just being silly. You're so silly. You so silly, dog. You a silly dog. You a silly dog. Come on now. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and retreat some of these areas with some like brushwork. Do some feathering with the tones. Gives it a nice look as well. All right. With that said, I'm going to come in here as well. Really want to kind of bring some dark tones into these little pinches and corners. It really helps to sell that that's like a deep spot versus the lit areas that are exposed. You can see the paper's pretty buckled because I use so much water. So if I can, sometimes I'll do this. So flatten it out a bit, see if I can get it to at least chill a little bit, but I'm a little heavy with this water. Heavier than I would like, let's put it that way. But it still works, still functional. All right, so because I'm going so much in tones and he's still so light, I was going to add more gray, but see, I don't want to put gray here and gray here. And next thing you know, it's all the same, right? So I'm actually going to go heavy black, I think, in the square. That's going to be like the little frame for him. I like to make sure my brush is clean as I possibly can make it. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab my Pentel brush pen, pocket brush pen. And I'm going to go ahead and ink along these areas. Sorry, I got quiet all of a sudden here, making sure that I don't ruin what I'm doing here. I mean, you can't really ruin it. You can always come back later with something else. But why waste the effort when it's not necessary? I'm inking against this little, I don't know if you can see it, I have these little blue lines that I drew earlier. And to give this frame an edge. It gives me a bit of an opportunity here. Just kind of making sure that you can see some of these edges, because I inked them dark, so some of these hair, things aren't going to show up real well. So you kind of have to play with your light and dark spots there to get a bit of like a rim light on those pieces. It's okay if it's not perfect, because that's not really the point of that. The point of it is to just to separate some of the hair chunks, the hair patches. Now, there was something I was going to do here. I should have left it the way it was, but now I've already committed. But I'm going to go ahead and add in some lightning. There's always a fun part of the introduction to this cartoon was in the animation for the intro, there would be these cool moments, or anytime he would pull out the sword, it would be these cool moments that the lightning would be all over the place. I always thought that was a cool look. I used to love seeing it in comics when people would borrow those effects. All right. And then maybe one up here. This is the last one. I see somewhere else where I need some dark. I just saw it. It's going to help me really finish this off. I just looked up, no one's commenting, so that's fair. Okay, now I need my brush again to add in some dark eyes. They're too light. I knew there was something weird. It looked like he was almost possessed. So drink some water while I let this dry for a second and evaluate what I need. I'm probably going to come in with my Presto pen to make some of the lightning. Especially at this size, because the lines are heavy and they need to be little. If I use a small gel pen, it might work for some things, but not completely for everything. Little pseudo Kirby crackle here, never hurts. And then I think I will come in with the just smaller gel pen, because in lightning you get the main shaft of light, and then you have the cool lingering trails of energy. Dun, dun, dun. Thunder cats. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, some of these things are fun. Plus, this has some really cool texture, even if it wasn't a first choice, and it is. But looking at it now is neat. It breaks up that black nicely, and it gives something to happen where his hair isn't, which is fun. All right. There we are. Liono. All right. I think that's it. So pretty cool. I was able to get this done. I'm excited. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up now. If you have any last minute questions or any thoughts or concerns about the work, let me kind of zoom in a little bit. Kind of see where it went. If you want to see more of it, you can go back to Instagram and check out what I did there. I'm going to have to adjust that a little bit. It's like he's looking different direction now. I have to add the black back in a little bit. But anyway, so that's it, boys and girls. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to go ahead and switch out. I sound like a Canadian. Here we go. I appreciate you guys. I'm glad you guys are hanging out with me. I'm doing much better. Back on the horse as far as like my heart issues and concerns. So, I mean, hey man, it's good times. So if you have any thoughts or any questions, make sure to leave some comments for me. Like the video if you like it, and be ready. I'm going to be posting on my Instagram account soon all the information I'm going to have for my Patreon. So if you're interested in following me there and supporting me there, that's going to be the best place to do it. Nice. I feel like I always miss your streams lately. Glad I could catch one. Excellent work on the Frankenstein Monster. Hope you're keeping well. Thank you very much. And so yeah, I'll be on Patreon. That's pretty much where I'm going to be doing my videos. It's going to be $1 subscription for the month to watch the videos. And if you're interested in that sort of thing, then please, by all means, follow me there. And we'll keep building this from that place. But thanks for everything, guys. I appreciate all the support and everything that you guys do for me. So we'll talk some more soon. God bless, and talk later. Bye.